What is up, people, and welcome to this week's Motivate Your Monday. Today I'm getting straight to the point. You control your environment. You decide what you allow to affect you, what you allow to determine the route that you're going to take. You decide who's allowed to be around you, who's not, who's allowed to have an opinion, and who is not. And at the same time that you're doing that, you're also allowed to affect your internal environment, meaning what you allow to affect you from the inside, what thoughts you allow to prevail, what thoughts you allow to just pass through your head. When I say these things, what I'm really getting at is what's in the way of you being successful that you can control. And I'm not saying that you can't control your actions, you can't control the people that you talk to. What I'm actually referring to is when people say stuff to you, what do you allow to actually affect you? Your environment is more under your control than you think. And when you let your environment dictate your actions, you are in such danger of allowing your success to be hindered by those things. A lot of people go through life letting their parents tell them what to do, letting their friends tell them what to do, letting any family member or anybody who has an opinion dictate how they live. And at the same time that that's happening, they're also at the same time saying, I want this, this, and this. I want to start a business. I want to get promoted. I want to be a star athlete. I want to do better in life. You can't say these things while allowing those that say the opposite determine your actions. You guys, as a whole, have to understand that when you want to be successful, it's a holistic decision. It determines your decisions, it determines your actions, it determines your environment, it determines quite literally every step you are going to take. And when you allow others to determine what steps you're going to take, guess what happens? What they say and what you want very often don't match up. That's not 100% of the time, but a lot of the time, if I say I want to start a business and my friend's like, yeah, you should start a business, they have to match up with opinion, fact, details, plan. Everything that goes from point A to Z has to match up. And when you let other people determine your actions, a lot of times those things don't match up. I know people that are trying to start businesses, that are trying to move forward in life, that are trying to get married, that are trying to get better relationships. And one of the biggest determining factors on how successful these relationships are, or how successful these endeavors are, is the person standing right to their side. Their best friend, their sister, their mom, their dad, their coworker, whoever it is, that's in your environment. And while you're trying to do one thing, if this person sitting right here is telling you, don't do it, it's not a good idea, I don't think you should, it's wrong, it's right, whatever it is, if their opinion doesn't match up to what you are actually destined to try to do in your life, you will inevitably bring your energy down, you will bring your motivation down, because your environment is affecting you. The same way you hear scientists talk about carbon in the air and pollution in the water and how much that environment is going to inevitably affect us years down the road, what can inevitably affect you right now is the people standing on the sides of you that you allow to determine what you're going to do. Their opinions are only opinions until you allow it to be a guide, until you allow it to be a rule, until you allow it to be something that actually carries weight. It doesn't matter who it is. Your friends, your family are only there to support you in your decision. They're allowed to advise you, but at the end of the day, it's your decision. And if you allow their decisions to become your decisions, you're not living your life, you're living somebody else's plan for your life. And what I cannot stand as a person is somebody who is willing to let others tell them how to live. It doesn't matter what you want to do. I don't care if you want to pick the worst job in history. I'm not saying that this is the case. I don't care if you want to decide that you want to work at McDonald's for the rest of your life. That's your decision, and you do what you want to do, and you do it to the best of your ability. You have to, as a people, understand that when you decide to let environmental factors change your headspace, those headspaces that you put yourself into are way more difficult to get out because you are not in control of it anymore. Think about it. When you want something, that comes from inside. When somebody else wants something for you, that comes from outside. And there's definitely more going on outside than there is inside. So when you have 5 people around you telling you what you shouldn't do or what you should do, and you're telling yourself the opposite, what do most people decide to do? They go with peer pressure, they go with the majority opinion, and they go in the direction that's against what they actually thought they should do. It's not 100% of the time, but at the same time, a lot of people just can't handle the pressure of 5 to 1. So, fact is, if you are the only voice telling yourself what to do, you can control the environment that you place yourself in that allows you to be more positive, that allows you to be more proactive, and allows you to be more successful because your environment is conducive to what's going on inside. I can't stand when people put themselves in these situations, so that's why this video was really important to me. You can hear it in my voice. You can't let others control your destiny, your goals, your path. Those are decisions that come from inside and get laid out in front of you. I say this at the end of every video, your success is a theory that has to be proven. So get out there, prove your theory, prove yourself. I will see you guys next week.